New Black Wall Street Book Club. Evan Jefferson, brother, much love. Educating, elevating, because in knowledge is the power and we'll never give it up. Literature that's for the masses. Where to put your money down, now how to watch your assets. Yeah, uplifting others is a passion. My brother Evan, he will turn it into action. New Black Wall Street Book Club. You should come read with us. Yeah, we comprehend and discuss. If we all just come together, there's no limit for us. Here comes your host, New Black Wall Street. Evan, take it away. New Black Wall Street Book Club.
Hey, Grand Rising to you beautiful people. Thanks so much for joining us here today on the New Black Wall Street Book Club, where Black folk do read. You put in a book like The Wealth Choice, written by Dr. Dennis Kimbro, and we absolutely will find it. I'm your host, ERGJ, your certified certified global financial educator, CEO of ERGJ Enterprises, The Black Bazaar, and international best-selling author of the book, The Black Billionaires Club. The book that I wrote, guys, is a study of Black wealth. It's a study of the 12 richest Black people in the world today and how they built their wealth. And I just truly believe that if you want to be wealthy, that's a big if, by the way. Come across a lot of people in my time, I've been teaching for a long time, and I realized everybody don't want to be rich. That's okay. But if you do, my recommendation is that you study. Everybody put in the console, study. That you study wealthy people. By simply going to the website, theblackbillionairesclub.com, theblackbillionairesclub.com. You can pick up your copy today. While you're there, guys, you're going to see a tab called The Store. In that store, you can find other Black authored books that deal with financial literacy, business development, and personal development. You can support other Black-owned businesses by doing that. Not only that, there's a tab called Join the Club. If you're saying, you know what, I need to get around other like-minded people. I'm trying to have these conversations, but they just don't get it. And you want to get with some people that do. Well, that's what we do there. You got brothers and sisters who are serious about building wealth, building business while they build themselves. And the most important part is building themselves. If you want increase in your life, you must increase. If you want change in your life, you must change. That's what we must begin to understand as we continue to move in our journey into the wealth choice, right? Success Secrets of Black Millionaires, written by Dr. Dennis Kimbro, that you can find by simply going to his website, another Black author, www.denniskimbro.com, www.denniskimbro.com. Go ahead and let us know where you connected from this morning. Hit the like button, the share button, the heart button, the tag button, the follow button, the subscribe button. Wherever you are, hit every last button that you can. Just make the internet go crazy. Because we got Black folk that woke up this morning to improve their selves, to increase their wisdom in their brain so they can then cash that thing out and put some dollars in their wallet. We must begin to understand these things. They've been teaching us stuff all the way back from the beginning of time, these principles that can put us into position of prosperity. So we're going to be going through the third law of wealth today, the third law of wealth, and we'll do a quick recap after we do a quick shout out to our sponsors. Of course, we do have people that help us make this thing a reality, that help us bring this information to you for free so that you can benefit from it, implement it into your life, and you can turn that thing into cash flow. Our first sponsor from Black Bazaar, the Afrocentric marketplace, is specialized in Afrocentric home decor, personal care products, and also Black art-inspired gifts. You can check them out at www.theblackbazaar.com, another Black-owned business. Blackberry Charisma, specializes in custom teas and custom crafts. You can find her business, a Black-owned woman company, at www.blackberrycharisma.com. For the Hustler Books, another Black author book that deals in business. Matter of fact, you pick up this book, you're going to get a free consultation from this brother at simply going to hustlerbooks.com, another Black author. And then Big Sis Media, right? Helps me do everything that I do. From all of the digital stuff that you see, from the website that I have, that all is powered through Big Sis Media. So if you need to get digitized, you need to upgrade into 2021. Make sure you check out Big Sis Media by going to bigsismediagroup.com, another Black woman-owned business. See, I keep it in the family. You see, I understand how to practice group economics. I understand how to go and take from them and bring it back to our community, and I'm showing you how to do the exact same thing. Go let me know where you're connected from, what city, what state, what country, what city, what state, what country you might be connected from here this morning. We're broadcasting through the World Wide Web and the Facebook and also YouTube, understanding that worldwide means global. That's why I'm a certified global financial educator. I had to move beyond the United States. I had to move beyond my community, and I realized there's people all over the world who want to pay me for my services, even if you don't. And I want you to understand that someone looking for what you offer as well, and they're willing to pay you for it. Some of you guys just continue to do stuff for free because you got the heart for it. But I want you to understand that if you put the systems around whatever it is that you love to do, you follow your passion and the money will follow you. The money will follow you. Let's see who's checking in with us here this morning. Instagram. Thanks so much for joining us here today. Ryan Roach, my main man. That's my crypto homie, right? We be back and forth in the inbox like, man, they ain't getting this out of Alabama, Huntsville, Alabama. Man, I appreciate you, brother. I see you, Miss Jamila Walker, the superstar real estate agent, New Jersey, represented as well. I think that's my classmate Candy over there. I believe that's who that is. But go ahead and say good morning to me this morning. Friday, Miss Antoinette Ross is a boss. Grand Rising to you over at Facebook. Miss Goodridge in the house out of Boston. Thanks so much for joining us here today on the New Black Wall Street Book Club. Miss Jennifer Almanor. Happy Chinese New Year. Y'all know if y'all getting some stuff from China, y'all know it's going to take a little minute because they over there celebrating their New Year, by the way. All right, so all my brothers and sisters in China, good morning to you. All my brothers and sisters in Nigeria, good morning to you. All my brothers and sisters in New Zealand, good morning to you, or good evening to you, because it's evening where you are. Absolutely. Grand Rising to you, Miss Vivian Reed is in the house. Thanks so much for joining me. Mr. Tony Knox Jr. is in the house, man. Good morning to you. Thanks so much for joining us today. Miss Golden is joined us as well. My godmother's in the house. Up in here. Shiro, thanks so much for joining us out of Florida, is in the house, man. Want to get rich, man. My brother, man, Leek Foster from Atlanta, GA. We right down the block from each other. Thanks so much for joining us today. Brother Amari is in the house. Thanks so much for joining us here today as well. Another BBC. If you are a part of BBC, go and put a console hashtag BBC, because if it wasn't for the BBC, we wouldn't be doing this. Okay? Wasn't for the BBC, we wouldn't be doing this. Right? Thank you so much for joining us. Miss Hendricks is in the house. Grand Rising to you, Queen. Right? Put the systems in around your passion, and the money will follow you. Brother Tony Searight, that brother there, man, he is a support king. I'm telling you, sometimes I be down. Tony might just call me out the blue. He got some spirit in him. He just know when to pick up the phone. He know when to hit that send message on the Instagram or something. I don't know what. He got a whole nother spirit in him, by the way. Brother Searight, thanks so much for joining us here today on New Black Wall Street Book Club. So let's get into this thing, guys. The wealth choice, the third law of wealth. We're continuing. We're going to be talking about the law of cause and effect and another law that I didn't really read the caption to. But let's recap on the first two laws of wealth, right? Understanding this. Number one, the first law of wealth is that wealth begins in the mind and it ends in the purse. Wealth begins in the mind and it ends in the purse. Law number two simply says this: decide now that you will not be poor. So the first law says, hey, you got to start to begin to fill yourself up with some wealth stuff. You got to read the wealth books. You got to follow the wealth people. You got to listen to the wealth things. You got to feed yourself wealth. Everybody putting guns on feed myself. Because you're feeding yourself already. It just matters what are you feeding yourself. Then the second principle simply says this: after you begin to fill yourself up with wealth, information, and knowledge and wisdom, now you got to make a choice. Now that you know, because knowing is not enough. Knowing is only half the battle. Now that you know, you have to choose. Now that you know, you have to choose. Wealth or poor. Ain't no middle ground. There's no middle class. You either have or you have not. Right? Don't be fooled by the system that's been set up in this thing we call the world. Be not of the world, right? You may be in the world, but be not of the world. Something like that says. Somebody get the scripture for me. Okay, I'm familiar with these things, but I don't know it all by all. You know what I'm saying, right? Something like that. Somebody get the scripture for me. Second law says, hey, choose you here today. Which master will you serve? You cannot serve two masters. You cannot serve. You're either going to serve me or you're going to serve the money. And let me tell you, the people that serve the money typically find themselves on the poor end of life. And the third law we're getting into is faith. Faith. Being able to believe in the choice that you made. See, some of us, we might choose wealth, but then we don't really believe that we can have wealth. So the choice didn't have no power behind it. See, faith is the power. The decision backed by faith moves you into action. Oh, don't shout me down because I'm preaching good. Your decision, powered by faith, moves you into action. Think about this for a second. How many guys have chosen wealth or chosen rich, but you continue to do poor things? You continue to practice poor habits. You want the wealth, you've chosen the wealth, but the habits haven't quite got there yet. The faith to believe that not only is it possible, it's possible for me. Not only is it possible, but it's possible for me. Be not in the world, be in the world, but not of this world. Y'all got me. Thanks so much, brother. So the third law of wealth, we're going to pick up where we left off at yesterday as we get into this thing. We left off talking about question your beliefs. Question everything that you've been taught. Question everything that you have been conditioned to believe. Question your own beliefs at this point. Is it true? Is that authentic? Is it genuine? Is it real? Or is it simply how I perceive things to be? There are your views, and then there are your laws, there are your ways. Look at what he said. The good book says this: your ways are not my ways. Your thoughts are not my thoughts. So if that is true, if you believe that to be true, then it says to me, well, either I'm going to keep thinking how I'm thinking, or I'm going to change the way I think and start thinking like he's thinking. Don't shout me down because I'm preaching good this morning. If his thoughts are not our thoughts, and his ways are not our ways, I have another choice. Either I'm going to keep thinking how I've been thinking, and I'm going to keep doing things how I've been doing things, still getting the same results, or I'm going to change and learn how he thinks, learn how he operates, and that he, for you, could be the world, universe, whatever you want to call it. And then I'm going to change how I think and start thinking like him. I'm going to change how I act and start acting like him. Let's get it in. New Black Wall Street Book Club, the law of cause and effect. Everybody put in the console, cause and effect. Let's read. Since economic thought first became formalized more than 2 centuries ago, 2 different schools of reasoning have evolved around wealth and its creation. One view, espoused by the English mathematician Thomas Malthus, contends that wealth is primarily physical and therefore finite and limited. However, the second view, defined by the French economist Jean-Baptiste Say and later clarified by the Scottish economist and moral philosopher Adam Smith in his seminal work, The Wealth of the Nation, states that wealth is essentially metaphysical, as it is the result of ideas, imagination, innovation, and individual creativity. Wealth is the result. Everybody put in console, wealth is the result. Wealth is the result of ideas, imagination, innovation, and individual creativity. It is therefore unlimited. Unlimited. This outlook not only lies at the heart of the law of cause and effect, but it is so powerful, so pervasive, and all-encompassing that it affects everything we think, everything we say, and everything we do. Black millionaires embrace no other mental law at an ever-increasing rate than the law of cause and effect. This law simply asserts that wealth and prosperity are the direct effect of specific causes and actions. By adhering to this fundamental principle, the wealthy shatter many cherished, time-wasting myths, including the widely accepted belief that financial independence is the result of some mysterious, carefully guarded secret. Countless respondents have clearly demonstrated that achieving major financial objectives is a matter of developing and consistently practicing the same simple habits that all millionaires employ. And these habits work 100% of the time. Moreover, anyone willing to put forth the necessary effort, everybody put in the comments, so try. Let me ask you this simple question tonight, this morning. And be honest. I mean, really be honest. Y'all want this question? This question, we can probably stop the stream right now. I'm going to ask you this question, and I want you to really think about your answer. With all of your strength, mind, body, soul, everything that's within you, have you tried to become a millionaire? Have you tried to be a billionaire? Have you tried to be the first trillionaire? Have you even tried? See, it's one thing to try and then not get there. That's honorable. You went for it. You said, I'm going for it. I'm trying. I got this number in sight. I'm doing all that I know how to do. I'm learning what I don't know how to do, and I'm on my way. I'm trying to get there. It's another thing to want to be a millionaire or a billionaire or a trillionaire or a quasi-go-bagly-billionaire, but never try. Never really try. That's my question for you today. Have you even really tried? Let's keep reading. I'm going to read this again. Countless respondents have clearly demonstrated that achieving major financial objectives is a matter of developing and consistently practicing the same simple habits. The same simple habits. Everybody put in console, it's simple. It's simple. Now I know in your mind you might be saying, no, it's hard, it's difficult. No. I didn't say it was easy. I said it was simple. Simple means simply means that you can comprehend it. Simple simply means that, man, I just look and I learn these habits. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. It's simple for me to comprehend. Is it easy for me to do? Not necessarily, because I already got these habits that I've been practicing for a while. So I got to break those in order to accept and receive and implement the new habits. But it's simple enough for me to understand. It's simple. Matter of fact, this morning I was doing a live stream. And you know what? I get up at 6 o'clock in the morning and I show the people the same thing over and over again. I've been doing that for the past 2 weeks, right? It's simple. But we as human beings, it's in our human nature to complicate everything. Would you agree? Somebody comes with a simple solution. And no, it's got to be more elaborate. It couldn't have been that simple. Let's go ahead and make it complex so we can feel like we really accomplished something when all we had to do was turn the door, right? The door was already open, but I had to make it feel like it was locked. So therefore, I didn't even try to open the door because that would have been too simple. So I had to complicate this thing, go looking around the whole house for the key, and the door was actually unlocked, but I never tested the door. So therefore, I went crazy looking for the key. Where's the key to this door? I know we left it on the key stand. Oh, it must be on the nightstand. Is it in the car? I don't know where the key is. I can't get through the door, but the door was never locked. You never actually tried to open the door. Now, what do you think your dog is thinking as he's looking at you, running around the house looking for a key to a door that's unlocked? What do you think how your cat is feeling? Looking at you like, and your cat scratching the door. The cat trying to give you a clue. Like, just try to open the door. It's unlocked. The cat looking at you like you're crazy. You running around the house looking for a key to a door that's unlocked. It's simple. It's good stuff. Developing and consistently practicing the same simple habits that all millionaires employ, and that these habits work 100% of the time. Everybody put in the console, it works. Now, us in our feeble nature, us in our, in our naive state, we just hard for us to believe that it could be that simple and that it works. So first, we don't believe it's that simple. The second thing we have to overcome is that it works, because we start saying, no, it worked for you. Oh, no, you were privileged. Oh, no, you had the silver spoon. Oh, no, you didn't come up like I come up. Oh, you didn't have my childhood. Oh, you didn't go through the divorce that I went through. Oh, you're not raising 3 kids by yourself. We find all these excuses to make it seem like it can't work for us, which is why I keep saying I want you to press upon your heart that not only is it possible, it's possible for me. I want you to put yourself in your own wealth story. I don't want you to just see the car that you want. I want you to see yourself driving that car. I don't want you to just see the house that you want to live in with the picket fence. I want you to see yourself in the house, on the couch, watching the TV, or whatever it is that you like to do, doing the yoga, washing the clothes, to getting the kids up. I want you to see yourself in your own story, in your own dreams, in your own aspirations. Do you see yourself in your own dreams? Do you see yourself in your own fantasies? Do you see yourself in your own thoughts? In the application of this law, I found the wealthy to possess an intense desire to grow, to outperform not only their competitors, but their own previous results as well. They keep score. They measure their progress. Moreover, they don't permit the lack of money or the lack of resource to constrain them. Black millionaires believe it is better to hold fast to a workable plan and lack money than to possess a fortune and aimlessly drift. Wealth begins in the mind. One respondent stated as we conversed during a focus group, 40 years ago, I was dead broke without 2 dimes to rub together. But I was just as prosperous then as I am today. Why? Because in my mind, I held grander visions. I sought out and emulated those who achieved financial success. I learned there is nothing as sad as the man or woman who prevents his own success by programming himself with thoughts of failure and mediocrity. I learned there's nothing as sad as the man or woman who prevents himself. They prevent their own success, self-sabotage, by programming himself with thoughts of failure and mediocrity. Here's a good question as well. All throughout the day, as you're going to and fro, as you're meeting Joe and meeting Sally and meeting Max and all that stuff, as you come across all this stuff, you go to work. Here's my question. In your mind, what channel are you watching? What channel are you watching? What program do you have on as you're moving throughout your day? What's going on in your mind? What are you thinking about? What do you see? What captures your attention? See, the wonderful thing, you know what I found out? What I found out is this wonderful thing that we call the TV. I didn't notice it first. I'm telling you, I did not notice it first. It took me a while to realize this. I'm going to tell you, it took me a while to see this. This thing that we call the TV, it took me like 20 years to realize that the TV has this thing called an off button. And then it took me another 10 years to realize that the remote to that TV, that I controlled that remote. And then it took me another 5 years to realize that I could turn that channel wherever I wanted to. And it was my choice. Everybody putting down, so my choice. It was my choice what I fed myself, what I programmed myself with. And once I decided to turn the channel, everybody putting down, so turn the channel. Once I decided to turn the channel, I turned the channel from all all the sluttified chicks, you know what I'm saying, showing their butts and their titties all the time. I turned the channel from all the brothers that was drinking on the corner, pouring out liquor for the homies. I turned the channel from everybody that was on the side of the corner just smoking weed like they ain't got nothing to do with their life. I turned the channel from all of the mess and the junk that's on this thing called the television. But then the television isn't terrible. Because when I turn the channel, I start finding other channels. I start finding the History Channel. I start finding the financial news. I start finding all of the good stuff that they were trying to find. But see, then too many people watch those channels. So those channels, they didn't last long. Those good shows, they didn't last long. They didn't get the whole, you know what I'm saying, 10-year run. You had to catch them where you could. Because only a few would watch those channels. Only a few would listen to those stations. Only a few. The masses, they want the drama. The masses, they want the suspense. The masses, they want the horror. You got to ask yourself, am I like them? Or am I different? Am I set apart? Have I been pulled out of the crowd or broke, busted, and disgusted? It's a choice. He said, because in my mind I held grander visions, I sought out and emulated those who achieved financial success. I learned there's nothing as sad as the man or woman who prevents his own success by programming himself with thoughts of failure and mediocrity. One Washington, D.C. entrepreneur whose income is in the 7-figure range has an outlook on life that is exactly what I expected it to be. Very happy and fulfilling. Yet fulfillment wasn't something that that had come early to him. In advising young people who may want to follow in his footsteps, he said, you must be sure this is something you really want to do. You must be committed and focused. If the passion is not there, find something else to do. If the passion is not there, find something else to do. If the passion is not there, find something else to do. He then placed a high premium on setting the right priorities. Forget the drive for the dollar. He said, go where your heart and your mind take you. Then make sure your words, your actions, your deeds, and your thoughts are congruent to your goals and desires. And here's where people are messing up. They are out of alignment. The good book says that a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. What does that mean? That simply means that you want one thing, but when I look at your life is saying something else. Your mouth is talking that trash, but your mouth is writing a check that it can't cash. That's what it's saying. Now, what does that look like? Let me tell you exactly what that looks like. Very simply, a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. Oh, EJ, man, I see you got a crypto class coming up. I want to take it. Okay. Send me the link. Okay. I got other stuff to do. Oh, I forgot. I'll get back to it. A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. For some strange reason, you go through the effort of requesting something. You go through the effort of asking for it. You do want to do it. But for some strange reason, you don't. That's out of alignment. You want to do one thing, but you do something else. That's out of alignment. Not understanding the good book that you've been probably reading your whole life. A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. So now what happens? Now, the people who can really help you, the people that can take you to another level, they see who you really are, unstable. And guess what? They move on. Why? Because they got to get connected with the people who are stable. And when you get ready, when you fix that, when you take care of that, then you start to see, oh, all these people, they've been here the whole time. It wasn't them. It was me. And listen, and it's not that nobody told you. It's just that you wouldn't listen. If they did try to tell you, you got offended. Oh, man, you don't know me like that. That ain't my character at all. I'm telling you what I see. I'm telling you what you're showing. But you don't want to hear them. You see what I'm saying? You don't want to hear that. Because in your mind, you doing what you doing the best you can. I want to tell you that's not good enough. See, once you start getting around people who demand results, I mean, your feelings are important. I hope you go home. Kumbaya. Hug yourself, hug your family. But at the end of the day, this is a results-oriented world. The good teacher was walking by a tree one day, and he said, this tree, they saw that the tree did not bear fruit. Now, what's the tree's job? The tree's job is to bear fruit. So therefore, it wasn't doing what it was supposed to do. The good teacher said, cast that tree out into the sea. And if that same teacher came into your life, would he see that you were doing what you're supposed to do? Or would he say, cast that individual out to the sea because they're not producing what they're supposed to produce? So let me ask you this in the comments below. Answer this and be honest. When you think about your life, when you think about your calling, when you think about what it is that you're supposed to accomplish, are you producing results? The results that you're supposed to produce. In other words, are you changing the lives that you're supposed to change? Are you saving the lives that you're supposed to change? Are you doing it in the area that you've been called to do? See, when we start getting honest, same thing, parable of the talents. Parable of the talents, right? Say, hey, I'm going to leave you with this money. All right, I'm going to go off and I'm going to let y'all do what y'all do with the money. He said, and then he came back, he started taking account. He said, wait a second, y'all supposed to produce. One man produced double. Man, okay, man, well, whatever he said, good serving. Come on up here and be in my house. Second serving, he doubled, he produced. Man, you did well. Come on up here, be in my house. Right? Something like that. And then the third one said, I knew you to be a man, right? That was shrewd. So I didn't want to lose what you gave me. But I also didn't produce nothing. You know what he said to him? Right? For everybody that said, well done, thy good and faithful servant. Y'all been saying that y'all whole life. Well done and good and faithful servant. Go to church and get all this crap. What did he say? He said, no, you know you're supposed to produce. You know what type of person that I am. You know the type of master that I am because you did not produce. First, let me get that back from you. Let me take that skill. Let me take that talent. Let me take that ability. Let me take that money. I need to get that back. Because I need to give that over to somebody else that's going to do something with it. And not only do I need to get that back, right? He told that brother, you is cursed. You bad. You can't come to my house. He took it back. Now, why am I saying this? Because I don't want there to be a time where you've been given all these skills, this ability, this talent, your knowledge, your experience. And then the good Lord comes back and says, let me get that back because you ain't doing nothing with it. And you keep thinking, you might be thinking that it's somewhere out there. You got to go out here. You got to go out there. Listen, I want 10 steps to my office. And I'm connecting with brothers and sisters all over the world. Just simply doing what I've been called to do, to bring people out of financial poverty. And look what God has done. He said, a man's gift will bring him before good men. So now I got a global exposure. I got people from all over the country that tune in to hear what I got to say, even if the people that's right around that's right next door won't. Did that stop me? No. I kept doing what I've been called to do, and I get results. You may not like how I do things. I don't care. You know why? Because when you don't like me, when you get results, you start liking me then. When your bank account start getting fat, you start liking me then. Like, man, that brother, he crazy. He do some stupid stuff. I don't really like how he operate, but I love the results that I get. So you may not like me, but you respect me. Oh, yeah. You may not like it. It's going to hurt. Yeah, it's going to hurt. I'm tough love. But at the end of the day, we get results. At the end of the day, your children going to be smiling because you listened to a brother that was trying to help you when you wouldn't help yourself. Let's keep going. It's Friday, people. It must be Friday. It must be Friday. Now, some of y'all getting paid. Let me stop. One Washington-based entrepreneur whose income is in the seven-figure rate. I read that. If the passion out there, find something else to do. He didn't place a high premium. Go where your heart and mind take you. Then make sure your words, your actions, your deeds, your thoughts are in alignment to your goals and desires. Now we do coaching sessions on this. If you need help getting in alignment, get you a session. That's it. Because maybe you can't do it by yourself. Maybe you need a little help. I'm gonna be like, oh, okay, yeah, this is why you're not where you want to be. Look at this. Did you take a look at this aspect of your life that's out of alignment? It was on this road to millionaireship that another member of the Black financial elite discovered the paradox to wealth. Over lunch, his resplendent Greensboro, North Carolina home, he shared the following thoughts. Wealth and poverty are literally states of mind. True wealth lies within the human spirit, and it's attitudinal. It stems from the ability to sacrifice today for the sake of tomorrow and consists not chiefly in the things, but in thought. More than 2 decades ago, I launched my business with less than $1,000. And today, I'm part owner of several enterprises, including a 380-room Columbus, Ohio hotel, a string of daycares, and a real estate holdings in Hilton Head, South Carolina. Though my parents never owned a car, I own several luxury models. Realizing ever-present opportunity is your greatest gift. Oh, Lord. Realizing ever-present opportunity. See, it's hard to take advantage of an opportunity that you can't see. It's not that the opportunity isn't there. You just have not trained your eyes to be able to see opportunity. So brother like Ryan, my crypto brother, and the people in the BBC, guess what we're doing every day? We training our eyes to see opportunity. And guess what happens when we see opportunity? We tell each other about it. Man, brother, you see this? Hey, I get hit up on my DM. I might hit him up in the DM. I might put something in the BBC. They might put something in the BBC. Hey, I see some opportunity. It'd be like, what if you had a family, right, that you connected to? Your group, your social club, whatever the case may be. What if your sorority sent out opportunity alerts? Oh, we get opportunity over here. Let's go get it. That's what we do all day long. Oh, it's opportunity over here, opportunity over here. Let's go get it. But see, when you're not connected to a crew like that, see, we've been in all these different types of clubs, churches, organizations, all that stuff that don't get us to the money. That's what I come to change. That's the difference that I make. All those clubs, we barbecue together, we party together, we spend money together. But when it comes to making money together, we don't do that too often. Opportunity alerts. Realizing ever-present opportunity is your greatest gift. By assuming responsibility for the quality of your thoughts and actions, you can drastically alter your life. You've heard it before, but it bears repeating. Change the thought and you change the experience. But there are still mountains to climb. While our race has finally achieved basic freedoms, there is still a critical issue of uncommon freedom that is more or less economic in scope. The next thing for us to overcome is the money. The economic revolution is here. I don't know if it's going to be televised or not, but it'll probably be on the internet somewhere. While our race has finally achieved basic freedoms, there's the critical issue of uncommon freedom that is more or less economic in scope. Uncommon. It's uncommon for me and my brothers and sisters to start out on February 1st. It's uncommon to have $6,000 on February 1st, then 12 days later, basically $500 a day, to be at $12,000. That is uncommon. And because it's uncommon, most won't believe it. That is possible because they're so used to the common. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to take your average and add a little above to it. I wanted you to take your ordinary and add a little extra to it. I want you to take your common and add a little unto it. See, you are extraordinary. Most of them numbnuts, they're not tuning into this. Why would we listen to some man scream about economic empowerment and financial freedom? We don't want we don't do that over here. But you not those folks. You're not the 95% of broke, busted, and disgusted. You want a better life, and you know that you can have it. You are rare, precious, extraordinary, uncommon. You are a little weird, and you a little bit crazy. Pursuit to this next level must be won by tightening our grip on individual freedoms and initiative. Civil rights must give way to silver rights. Everybody put in console silver rights. Give ground to silver rights. In other words, financial and fiscal initiative. Finally, another interviewee who also insisted on anonymity, sat back in his creaky old swivel chair, shaking his head in disbelief as he pondered Black America's spending habits. As a people, we're 3 times the size of Sweden and damn near 3 times as wealthy. They produce a car and sell it across the globe. We don't even make a lousy pair of gym shoes. Why sugarcoat the truth? Though we can't change the color of our skin, we sure can change the color of our thinking. Through their words and deeds, the financial elite have proven that wealth is not a function of the matter or physical resources we can measure, but of the ideas, the action steps, and behavioral patterns we can't calibrate or quantify. Again, wealth is not a function of the matter or physical resources. No. We can measure, but it is of the ideas. It's of the action steps. See, you had the idea to take the class, but you didn't take the class. You didn't take the action. And the behavioral patterns. Not only did you have the idea to take the class, you took the class and you were prepared to take the next class. That's the difference. You know how many I'm interested people that come across my path every day, and you know what I say to them? Awesome. I'm wonderful that you're interested. I'll be here when you get ready. Why? Because I learned another principle from my mentor. This is my Buddha mentor. Said this, that when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. Everybody put in console, I'm ready. I'm ready. This is the new Black Wall Street Book Club, where Black folk do read 30 minutes a day to keep broke and stupid away. Reading the book, The Wealth Choice, written by Dr. Dennis Kimbro. You can find it by simply going to the website, www.denniskimbro.com, www.denniskimbro.com. We're just going through, continue our journey into the third law of wealth. In the comments below, I'd love for you to share your takeaway from today. Something that a seed that was implanted into your mind, your body, or your spirit. Some of you say, you know what, I'm going to chew on this thing because this might have made a little bit of sense. I ain't quite accepted it yet, but let me chew on it just for a little bit so I can then get this thing up into my mind so then I can then transfer what's in my mind and turn it into cash I can put into my wallet. Wealth begins in the mind. It ends in the purse. I'm simply asking you to answer this question in the comments below. Was this worth your time? And why? I don't do this just to do this. I do this to make a difference. And hopefully, I pray we made a difference in your life today. Now, while you guys are typing, I'll shout out our sponsors once again, and we'll wrap this thing up. Again, check out the Black Billionaires Club. Get the book. Join the club. Shop at the store at www.theblackbillionairesclub.com. Check out the Black Bazaar, the Afrocentric Marketplace. Shop Black. Once you shop Black, you'll never go back. Afrocentric Home Decor, personal care products, Black art-inspired gifts, theblackbazaar.com. Check out Blackberry Charisma, Black woman-owned business that you can support with your dollars instead of supporting everybody else. Support your own. Blackberry Charisma, your handcrafted shirts and items and gifts. BlackberryCharisma.com. Check out For the Hustler Books. You want to start a business? Get the business book and get the consultation. HustlerBooks.com. You need to level up in your digital presentation. You need to get that website. You need to get that trailer. You need to do that commercial. Whatever the case may be, check out Big Sis Media at BigSisMediaGroup.com. All Black-owned businesses. By the way, Ryan Roach over Instagram said results matter. Miss LaQuanta Nicole over Instagram saying, it was worth my time because you confirmed what I've been thinking. It's time to stop being stagnant. OTW to sign up for the club, man. We welcome you to the BBC. Absolutely. Uncommon, man. They didn't believe Noah either. He just kept building. I see that, Shiro. Extraordinary, man. Ms. Linda said we agreed upon the wrong thing. Hey, that might be true, but here's the thing, Ms. Ramos. Will you start agreeing upon the right things? Let's stop thinking about what was wrong. Let's put our mind on what is right. That's another principle I got to teach. Right? Give ground to civil rights into silver rights. Right, Ms. Wentz Ross? I'm a little weird and a lot of crazy. I know that's right. Miss Sister Antoinette Ross is the boss. Join up here, man. Glenda said, Action Steps, I'm ready. When the student is ready, the teacher will appear. I'm ready, says Charles G. Absolutely, man. Mr. Watt, that's right. Mr. Freeland, I'm ready to become wealthy, man. Transformation of the mind. Be ye transformed by your mind. Be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. That renewing is a daily process. Every day, I'm renewing my mind. And as I renew my mind, I'm being transformed. And as I'm being transformed, my bank account is being transformed. Right? Right? When the student is ready, the teacher will appear. Absolutely, man. I'm trying to catch up. I always learn. Thank you. Absolutely. Vivian Reed. I'm ready to more fruitful life. It was worth my time. I'll have to use my time before I lose my, you are, but I better use my time before I lose my time. I'm trying to tell you. I work my time because I must be accountable for my actions and follow through with my gift and my talents. I'm ready to help create a better life for myself and for others. Blackberry Charisma at Instagram and also Facebook. Extraordinary. Love it, man. Tony Knox. Appreciate you, brother. All right. Empowering information from Mara every day. All right, my beautiful people, say thanks so much for tuning in. For everybody, hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that heart button, hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button, hit every button that you can to make the internet go crazy. We got black folk reading. They said we wouldn't do it. Reading Rainbow 2.0. Take a look. It's in a book. I want you guys to remember this. It takes a village. It starts with us. Let's build as we climb together. We all we got, beautiful people. And the beautiful thing is, we all we need. And thank God, that's more than enough. Until the next episode, you know what time it is. It's the DJ. Hit the music.
New black. It's the New Black Wall Street Book Club. With your host, Evan Jefferson. It's time for us to go. Yeah. Now, you ain't got to leave the computer, but we encourage you to get out there and learn and apply all the things you learn at the New Black Wall Street Book Club. Yeah. The New Black Wall Street.